Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Francisca. I guess you can say I'm an artist, but I'm not exactly sure about that. So let's just say I make things. Like for instance, today I'm going to be making a bunch of small-ish stamps. Most of them will be like mushrooms or snails, also a few ginkgo leaves or jinko leaves. I don't ever know how to say these words in English. Okay, sorry. English is not my first language. Oh. I really want to print fun things on the back of my business cards, so this is an excuse to do just that, okay? I also may turn a few of these into 1 or 2 sets of stamps for either my online shop or for when I go to fairs and I guess conventions, maybe, I don't know. Let me know if you want stamps. So let's begin, I guess. The first thing I did was sketch a few ideas. I already know what I wanted to make. A little bit more for a theme, so some mushrooms. I started with some ordinary ones and then I also drew some amanita mushrooms and then some more whimsical ones with little doors because I love the strumpf. I think it's how you say strumpf. In English, I think you call them smurfs, but I freaking hate that word, so strumpf, I think. Or strumpfs, like we say in Portuguese. At least if you are old enough to have read the stories in. I read the books from my dad's collection. Yeah. Nowadays kids call them smurfs here too. It sounds gross, I don't know. I don't like that word. I grew up reading their stories and they are such whimsical little creatures. I also really wanted to draw frogs and snails, so I drew tiny frogs on mushrooms and snails on leaves and on mushrooms too. I just wanted to draw something with mushrooms and tiny creatures, okay? I'm kinda trash for that aesthetic, okay? When I was kinda happy with the sketches, I transferred them to the lino block by eye, redrawing them and changing some details. I stopped recording here because it was very hard to keep both the linoleum and the sketches I made earlier on camera and still see what I was doing because the camera kept getting in the way and stuff. And as I copied the drawings, I got way too excited, so I kind of filled the entire piece of linoleum, which was almost A4, and it was really fun. Oh, and if you try this, I usually try to carve a few or many stamps on the same block because I find it easier to use a block between A5 and A4 rather than using a smaller block for just one single stamp. I just find it way easier to carve like this. The linoleum is a little bit hard to carve, so I decided to use the iron to heat it up a little. If you do this, please be careful and do this on the back because it has that serapilheira part, that loosely woven rough jute cloth thing. I googled it and in English it's called burlap, but it's way more fun to say serapilheira. So serapilheira it is. It's also much more of a tongue twister, so yay! Oh. Anyways, the heated linoleum is way easier to carve, and that, my friends, is the key to not cutting yourselves. So here is the regularly scheduled PSA about carving. The best way to not cut yourself is to 1. Keep your hands behind the blade and hold your tools with confidence. 2. Keep the blade sharp. And 3. Keep the linoleum warm, because the sharper the blade and the softer the linoleum, the less force you need to use, so the more control you have. Therefore, it's less likely that you cut yourself by accident. Yeah, it's not good, it's painful. Something quite interesting happened. Because my knives, like the gouges, were so sharp, when I cut myself, it made such a clean, shallow cut. You know, I disinfected it, and then I just put a band-aid, like forcing it shut. Next day it was pretty much okay. And it wasn't stinging with alcohol gel anymore, so yay for sharp blades! Please be careful. Oh. I carved this over a couple days and my neck and my back really hate me for spending so many hours at a time carving. So please take regular breaks if you decide to experiment with very detailed designs, because trust me, if you are working on tiny things, you are probably going to be hunching over the desk or whatever you are carving. So please be careful with how many hours you spend at a time working on linoleum prints, because it can be very taxing on your neck and on your back, and it hurts. But carving linoleum is so satisfying, and I had such a fun time doing this project that I would say it's completely worth it, but yeah, please be careful with your back. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to shut up for a bit and let you enjoy the process with a little bit of music, because there was construction work, therefore I have 0 clips with satisfying carving sounds, so yeah, enjoy the music. This is like all the linoleum I took from the stamps. All the stamps are already carved and cut to size. And this right now is me speed printing business cards. You'll see why in a future vlog. It is coming soon, I promise, but it's pretty hard to edit vlogs for me, I don't know why. But I'm quite proud to say that in a mere 2 or 3 printing sessions, I printed about 232 business cards and only ruined about 5 or 6. And my cat only ruined 10, so I got more than 200 cards printed quite fast. In a few fun colors too, because I was printing other things and I always use like the leftover ink business cards. And they look so cute! Let me know if you would be interested in having some of these stamps for sale on my shop, or if you would prefer like a stamp set or something. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas regarding that. And I hope one day you try this technique, because it's really fun and it's not that hard. I mean, it is a bit hard on your back and on your wrists, so be sure to be careful, but it's really fun. So yeah. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had as much fun as I had making it. And see you next time. Bye! I feel so silly wearing makeup. Okay, boy. And I'm getting very awkward. I put on some eyeshadow today. So that can I restart? Hello and welcome to my channel.